Hey everybody, how's it going? It's your boy ShadowHax here, and this weekend I watched two movies, both of which I will talk about because I want to talk about them. The first movie I want to talk about was Spider-Man Homecoming. So Spider-Man Homecoming is like the 20th installment of a Spider-Man movie. They do this shit a lot, and it's worked out in various levels of success. You got your good ones. You got Spider-Man 2, which is like the king, and then you got Amazing Spider-Man 2. One thing I gotta point out: this is not exactly an origin story movie. I would probably say this is more of a introducing him into the MCU type movie, because you don't see him get bit by the spider. You don't see Uncle Ben die. I could be mistaken. I'm not sure they talk about Uncle Ben at all in this movie. They could. Don't, correct me in the comments, because they could not. But they definitely didn't really talk about it a lot, because I really don't remember. But maybe I'm just stupid, and they did. But I don't know. But before you go into this one, it's definitely not an origin story movie. It's definitely not the way we've seen Spider-Man before portrayed ever. He's a lot more immature, and he has a lot more flaws than the other Spider-Men. One thing that I was afraid they were going to do, and I feel like a lot of people were afraid they were going to do, was they were going to put Tony Stark too much in it, and it was basically just going to be another Iron Man movie. It was not at all. He was in it a lot in the trailers, but that's about every single scene in the trailer is about every single scene in the movie that you see him in. You don't really see him a whole lot. He's definitely there. He's definitely a big character, but you don't see him a lot, which I like. I was afraid they were going to overdo that, but they didn't, and I like that. Let me talk about the acting. Tom Holland was great. I loved him. I thought he did amazing. Did I think he did better than Tobey Maguire? Some movies, yes, some movies, no. Spider-Man 2, no. I thought he did great in that movie, but I don't know. Do I think he looks the part more than Tobey Maguire? Some people might disagree with me. I think, yeah. I honestly think Tom Holland did really good, and nothing against Andrew Garfield. I don't think he looked the part for Spider-Man at all, so he definitely did better than Andrew Garfield. I don't think he wasn't a convincing, nerdy kid. He just looks like the type of kid that just wouldn't be a nerd. I don't know. But basically, everybody you expected to do good did good. Michael Keaton, Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr. all did great. And Donald Glover, I thought he was really funny at points. They all did a really good job. One person I didn't expect to do so good and made me laugh a lot was Jacob Batalon, or whatever you say his name is, Spider-Man's friend. I thought he was really funny. I thought he was, the whole movie, that's one thing that I'm going to get into later, but I thought he was really funny. Now let's talk about some things my issues with the movie. This came off, and people might disagree with me. People might be like, oh, but the shadow is supposed to come up. It's alright. It came off to me as more of an awkward teenage high school comedy than a Spider-Man movie. I came in expecting a Spider-Man movie with the quirky Tom Holland in it, and, the quirky Spider-Man, elements, but it really came off as more of a quirky kid with Spider-Man in it. I feel like they took too much time trying to show, oh, look at how immature he is, he's so immature and all that, and really just showing that he's a high school kid. Then I feel like they should have showed more time with him as Spider-Man. This movie made me laugh a lot more than I was expecting to, but I do like going into a movie where, and getting more than what I expected. And when it comes to the action and, a Marvel movie, because, you go into a Marvel movie expecting some action, expecting some good fight scenes. It wasn't quite there. I thought that the fighting could have been done better. I thought there could have been more fighting. I thought Spider-Man could have been a little bit more badass. And, I know he was supposed to be portrayed as a really quirky kid, and I thought Tom Holland, again, did a great job. I just wish they would have showed him more. I wish it was more of a Spider-Man movie and not as much as a quirky teenage comedy. You know what I mean? There's one other thing that pissed me off about the movie. When you watch a Marvel movie, you stay after the credits. There's a special thing with a lot of Marvel's movies. You stay after, you sit through the credits for a good, end credit scene. The first one was good. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. If you've seen the movie, you already know. And, I know a lot of people that seen the movie don't really care to watch a review on it right now. But a lot of people that haven't might watch this review and be like, oh, okay, so yada yada. The end credit scene was the last one was a complete disappointment. It was trying to be funny. It was pretty funny, but it was disappointing. Nothing happened. And if you're stay through the first end credit scene. The second one, you can watch whatever. But I wouldn't bother with it too much. I loved going in and laughing as much as I did. I really I don't genuinely laugh at movies a lot. Like, I'll sit there with a completely blank expression in my mind, be like, that's pretty funny. Because, I mean, especially if I watch a movie alone. If I watch it with friends, I'll fucking crack up. I'm sure that's most people for some reason. I don't know why we do that. Whatever. I loved how funny it was. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was funnier than any other Spider-Man movie I've ever seen. But when I go to see a movie, I like to get what I expect. It's not like I left disappointed and sad. I left getting more I expect from one side and a little bit less what I got expected from the other. I laughed more than I expected, but I didn't feel like I watched a Spider-Man movie. With that being said, even going into the movie, watching the commercials, I did expect it to be a bit more quirky teenage kid than any other Spider-Man movie, but I still got a little bit more than that than I liked. But that doesn't really take that much away from the movie. All that being said, it was a great fun movie. I really liked it, and I thought it was a great way to introduce Spider-Man to the MCU. I mean, Civil War kind of did it, but really giving him his own. I thought this was a great way to let you get to know the character. Would I say the movie is one of the better Spider-Man movies of all time? Yeah, I would. I would definitely say that. I'd even go as far as say it was better than the first ever Spider-Man. Maybe not everybody would say that, but would I say it's better than Spider-Man 2? No, I wouldn't. I thought Spider-Man 2 was just great. I thought that was Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man at its best, and the emotion that movie had was a lot more than this. It really, I went in expecting a Spider-Man movie. I came out getting a Spider-Man with a little bit of, Peter Parker. This one I went in expecting a more Peter Parker-y movie, but I came out getting a lot more Peter Parker than I would expect. I would give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. Now, before you say, wow, that's a really fucking low review, dude, here's my thing. When I review a movie, most of my movies are 5 out of 10. If a movie is 6 out of 10, that means it's good. I liked it. That's like 7 to most reviewers. 6 is good. 6.5 is bordering on very good. 9's a movie I'd be like, holy shit, I have to watch that with my fucking dog. I have to show my dog. But I really liked it. Not as much as Spider-Man 2. A little bit more than Spider-Man 1. And I think 6.5, giving it a not very good, but better than good. I think that's a really good. I think I really hit the nail on the head. But this is just my opinion. You don't have to listen to me. If you're gonna watch the movie anyway, expecting a 9, you can go ahead. I'm just saying this is what I got, and maybe you'll like it better than I did. I wouldn't go in expecting Spider-Man. I'd go in expecting Peter Parker. That's my final thing. So, yeah. The next movie I'm going to be reviewing, if you still care, is Baby Driver. And if you like this video, subscribe. If you really liked it, comment, be like, yo, do some more of these. I would definitely not mind that. I probably will do more of them anyway, because I really like this. But, yeah. And, see you in the next one. Peace.